Honestly, if a woman is not interested in you, she will do these 8 things. Old Stoic wisdom. Men often waste precious time pursuing women who have already made up their minds. They're simply not interested. The reality is harsh, but it's the truth. She may smile, she may chat, or she might even spend time with you, but deep down, she's just not invested. If you fail to recognize this early on, you'll keep pouring your time, energy, and pride into a relationship that has no future. In today's world, attention is abundant and cheap. With just a swipe, she has dozens of men vying for her attention. If she isn't putting in any effort with you, it's not because she's unsure. It's because she simply doesn't see you as someone she wants to invest in. It may be hard to hear, but it's exactly the tough love you need. Remember this. Your purpose isn't to convince a woman to be interested in you. It's to recognize when it's not meant to be, and to keep your dignity intact. Too many men get stuck in the hope that things will change, sending messages and waiting for responses from a woman who has already checked out emotionally. By the time you realize she's not the one, your confidence is shot, and you're left with regret and wasted energy. But this is where this video will make a difference. I'm going to share 7 unmistakable signs that show when a woman just isn't interested in you. No ambiguity, no mixed signals, just simple truths that most men fail to see. Once you understand these signs, you'll know exactly what action to take. Stop chasing and start leading. Are you ready to face the truth? Let's dive into the details. 1. She rarely replies. One of the clearest signs that a woman isn't interested is when she rarely replies. Let's face it, when a woman values you, she will reach out without hesitation. She'll want to be part of your life, your conversations, your world. But if her responses are few and far between, or if your messages get nothing but silence or one-word answers, it's simple. You're not on her mind. It's not because she's shy or busy. It's disinterested. Plain and simple. A woman who cares will be eager to communicate. If she's not, it's a red flag. The dry, delayed, and disconnected responses are your answer. And here's where many men fool themselves. Don't justify her behavior by claiming she's just not a texter. If you check her social media, you'll see her posting selfies, liking posts, and interacting with others. She's had time for everyone else, but not for you. That's the answer. A woman who's genuinely interested will make time for you, not leave you waiting. You won't have to chase her down or send follow-up texts begging for her attention. If she's replying out of politeness or guilt, it's not real interest. She's managing your presence, not embracing it. You're just another name on her list, not the man she's dreaming about. Here's where the mistake often happens. Some men try harder, sending longer texts, becoming more funny, thoughtful, or patient. But this only makes things worse. She now knows you're invested in someone who barely acknowledges you, and that's a weak position. Women can spot desperation from miles away. You must understand when you've gone from potential partner to mere convenience. If her replies are few and far between, once every 8 hours, with little enthusiasm, it's time to pull back. Let her silence speak. Don't fill the empty spaces with endless texts. Don't chase her. If she's not willing to give you her time and energy freely, her silence is telling you everything you need to know. A woman who values herself will not tolerate being treated as an afterthought. Your value comes from recognizing when you're being treated poorly and stepping away. The more you chase her, the more unattractive you become. This dynamic, the pull back, then the lean in, only makes you look desperate. Attraction is killed when you beg for communication. A man who values himself does not beg for attention. He demands presence, or he walks. Your iron mind must allow you to walk away from one-word responses and long periods of silence. You need to understand that this lack of interest is a form of communication, and it's loud. Her silence speaks volumes, and if you respect yourself, you'll hear it clearly. Don't ignore the signs. If she's not making the effort to reply with consistency or enthusiasm, then it's time to walk away. A man who practices Stoic principles knows this. Your worth does not depend on her attention. If she's not interested, respect yourself enough to let her go. The old Stoic wisdom tells us that your peace comes from knowing when to hold on and when to walk away. When you're constantly chasing someone who's uninterested, you're only setting yourself up for frustration. You must be willing to pull back and let her silence guide you. That's the way of the Stoic mind, calm, deliberate, and unaffected by external distractions. 2. She's always busy. Let's get real here. When a woman constantly says she's busy, she's revealing something far deeper than her calendar. What she's telling you is simple. You're not a priority in her life. The phrase, "I've been so busy," has become the most overused excuse in the modern dating world. It sounds polite, it sounds reasonable, but behind the soft tone is usually a lie, designed to avoid confrontation. Don't let yourself be fooled. Here's the truth. People make time for what matters. Full stop. No one is truly too busy to shoot you a text, return your call, or make time for a date. Sure, she may have a packed schedule. She might be juggling meetings, work, or family responsibilities. But if she's interested in you, she will make it work. She will find the time. She'll rearrange her schedule, take a break from the chaos, FaceTime you from her car, or even stay up late just to chat with you. That's what people do when they truly care. But let's be honest, when she's always busy, it's not that her schedule is overloaded. The reality is that she's simply not motivated to make room for you. There's no urgency, no real desire to connect, no intention to see you or build something together. You become an afterthought, someone she'll get around to if she feels like it. And when you accept that role, you've already lost something more valuable than time. You've lost her respect. This is where many men go wrong. They become patient, they become understanding, thinking they're being emotionally mature by giving her space. But let's be crystal clear. Women don't respect this kind of patience when it comes from a place of weakness. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's giving you the slow fade, but doing it in a way that's polite enough for you to miss the message. Some men, instead of confronting the issue, try to adjust to her schedule. They offer flexible times, different days, anything to accommodate her. But here's the kicker. The more you bend over backward to fit into her busy life, the less she values you. You don't look understanding. You don't look considerate. You look available, too available. And availability is kryptonite to attraction. You see, a woman who is genuinely interested in you won't want to lose the chance to spend time with a man she sees value in. She'll move mountains to make it happen. She'll shuffle her meetings, cancel her plans, and carve out small windows of time just to see you. But when you keep hearing phrases like, "Let me get back to you," "This week's crazy," or "I've been going through a lot," with no actual action behind it, what you're really experiencing is a soft dismissal. Here's where you need to wake up. Don't chase her into her calendar. Don't beg for her time. And for heaven's sake, don't confuse her excuses for effort. If she's too busy all the time, she's really telling you, "I don't want to give you my time." It's as clear as day. The old Stoic principles would never lead a man to chase someone who isn't meeting him halfway. Stoic rules teach us to hold our worth high, to know that our time is valuable, and to never beg for respect or attention. When a woman is truly interested in you, she won't hide behind busy schedules or vague excuses. She'll clear her calendar to make space for you. Her energy will be palpable, not withdrawn. The energy you bring as a man is important, and when it's genuine, it sparks desire and respect. But when you allow yourself to be put on hold, you are sending the wrong message. You must remember that a woman who respects you will not be too busy for you. She'll find a way, because real interest never hides behind excuses, it shows up. So let her feel your absence. Step back, stop chasing her, stop accommodating her busy life, and let her realize that if she truly values you, she must make time. Your absence should become the reminder that your presence is a privilege, not a given. The old Stoic wisdom isn't just about controlling emotions. It's about understanding what is truly worth your energy and what isn't. Respect yourself enough to let her show you if you truly matter to her. If she's always busy, she's not the one you're looking for. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 3. She never initiates. When a woman isn't initiating, it's a clear sign she's not interested. Think about it. In any meaningful connection, both people invest energy, effort, and time. You reach out, and she responds with enthusiasm and reciprocation. But when you're always the one starting the conversation, always the one reaching out, planning dates, or making the effort, something is missing. That's not a partnership. It's a performance. You're putting on a show while she watches from the sidelines. And let's be honest here. If she's truly interested, she won't sit back and wait for you to make the first move every time. A woman who is genuinely invested in you will reach out to you, she'll text you, call you, or even send a random meme just to spark a conversation. She'll say things like, "I was thinking about you," or ask you about your day. She won't need constant reminders of your existence. She will show up for you. That's how it works in a real connection. Mutual effort, mutual respect. So when you're always the one pushing and she never takes the initiative, don't fool yourself. This isn't a small issue. It's a flashing red flag. This isn't about shyness or traditional gender roles. This is about the simple truth that she's just not feeling it. As Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." And in this case, her lack of initiative shows that she simply doesn't desire to make this connection work. You must understand this. You must learn to value your time and energy. Don't waste it on someone who isn't willing to invest the same. Life is too short for this kind of imbalance. Remember, Stoicism teaches us that we control what we can, our actions and reactions. You cannot control her interest, but you can control your response. Embrace that power. Don't chase what isn't meant to be. Take the lessons of Stoicism and apply them to your own life. Don't settle for less than you deserve. A woman who is genuinely interested will never leave the burden of initiation entirely on you. She will meet you halfway. Anything less than that isn't worth your time. Keep that in mind and live a life where you demand respect, effort, and mutual investment. That is the way of Epictetus. That is how you win. Stoicism wins. 4. She avoids physical closeness. If a woman is avoiding physical closeness with you, don't ignore it. Physical closeness isn't just about sex. It's much more subtle and profound. It's about comfort, chemistry, and connection. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, her body language will say everything that words could never capture. She'll instinctively lean in when you speak, or touch your arm lightly when she laughs, as if she can't help but be near you. You might even notice her brushing against you when she walks by, a tiny but powerful gesture that speaks volumes. It's not forced, and it certainly isn't something she's calculating. It's her body responding to her emotions, a natural, instinctive action that shows she's drawn to you. This is where old Stoic wisdom comes into play, the wisdom that teaches us to observe, not just hear. Her body is sending you the signal before her words even can. If she's interested, her actions will follow suit, and they'll be unmistakable. But here's the key. When a woman consistently avoids being physically close to you, it's not a passing phase or a temporary mood swing. No, this is a clear, unmistakable sign. She's telling you, loud and clear, that she isn't interested in pursuing something deeper with you. She's not feeling the spark, and no amount of trying to force it will change that. You have to take a step back and embrace a Stoic mindset here. According to the Old Stoic principles, the first step is to recognize reality for what it is, without emotional distortion or denial. This is not a time to cling to false hope. It's easy to rationalize away her coldness, to convince yourself that it's just a bad day or that she's playing hard to get. But in reality, her avoidance of physical closeness is telling you everything you need to know. It is her iron mind signaling her indifference. When she keeps her distance, it's not just an action, it's a decision. She's actively creating space between you, and the more you ignore it, the more you disrespect her boundaries. You must understand that this isn't about you doing something wrong. It's not about a lack of effort on your part. It's about her feeling no desire to take things further, and this truth must be acknowledged. What the Stoics would have you understand is that clinging to something that isn't there only leads to frustration. You must let go of what you cannot change. The absence of physical closeness is one of the clearest signs that you're not meant to move forward with this person. It's painful, yes, but the wisdom here is invaluable. The old Stoic principles aren't just about accepting suffering. They are about seeing things as they truly are and responding with an iron mind. The emotional pain of rejection is temporary, but the clarity that comes from accepting the truth is empowering. When you see that she's not physically drawn to you, it's a moment for self-reflection. This is an opportunity to align your actions with reality, rather than holding on to a fantasy. Let's be clear. Physical closeness is a key indicator of deeper attraction. Without it, there's no foundation for a more intimate connection. It's that simple. If she's not moving closer to you, she's not interested in moving forward with you. Stoic wisdom teaches us that attachment to things that aren't meant for us only brings misery. Stop chasing what isn't there. You must let go of the desire for closeness when it's not reciprocated. Recognize that physical avoidance is a strong signal of emotional distance. Your focus should shift from trying to create something that's not there to respecting the boundaries and signals she's sending. Don't waste time chasing someone who's not interested in coming closer to you. Instead, direct your energy toward building connections that are rooted in mutual interest, chemistry, and respect. It might sting for a moment, but the Stoic mindset teaches that accepting reality is the key to inner peace. The sooner you embrace this truth, the sooner you'll free yourself to pursue relationships that offer the emotional and physical connection you truly deserve. Do you agree with this third point? Comment yes or no, and let's discuss in the comments section below. 5. She talks about other men. When a woman constantly brings up other men in front of you, especially in casual conversation, you must understand this. It's not just idle chatter. It's not an innocent slip of the tongue. In fact, this behavior is one of the most telling signs of disinterest, a clear indication that she doesn't see you as the man she wants or needs. The Stoic principles would encourage us to observe these subtle cues and respond with calm reflection, not rash emotions. You have to be sharp enough to see this for what it is, without taking it personally or reacting impulsively. Let me be clear. When a woman starts discussing other men in your presence, it's not because she's trying to be transparent or make you feel comfortable. No, this is a signal, a deliberate one. It's as if she's waving a red flag in your face, hoping you'll notice the pattern, but not enough to call attention to it. She might talk about her male friends, co-workers, or acquaintances, but the context is always the same. She's comparing you to others, whether directly or indirectly. You must ask yourself, what's going on here? The answer is simple. She's emotionally distancing herself. She's letting you know, in the most indirect way possible, that you're not the man she's truly interested in. This behavior doesn't just scream, "I'm not into you," it shouts it, with confidence and clarity. And you must not ignore it. The old Stoic rules teach us the importance of not allowing our emotions to dictate our reactions. You must understand that she's not trying to hurt you. She's simply making it clear that her heart is somewhere else. Rather than feeling hurt, which is a natural reaction, a Stoic mindset would prompt you to remain calm and not react to the emotional push and pull. This is where the Stoic mindset comes in handy. You cannot control what she says or how she behaves, but you can control how you respond. Don't let her mention of other men make you feel insecure or less than. Remember, a woman's choice to talk about other men is simply a reflection of where she places her emotional energy, not a reflection of your worth. The Stoic philosophy teaches that external events are not what hurt us. It's our judgments about those events that cause us pain. Therefore, when she mentions other men, view it through a lens of detachment. Recognize it for what it is, just a sign that she isn't interested. Don't let it wound your ego, and don't let it send you into a spiral of overthinking or self-doubt. You must remain steady in the face of this challenge, just as the Stoics advise. You must adopt the calm and assured demeanor of someone who understands that external validation is not necessary for inner peace. Another important point to consider is that she may be testing you. She wants to see how you react when she brings up other men. A woman who's still emotionally invested in you won't use other men as a subject in conversation. She might mention them, but it'll be in passing, not in a way that makes you question your position in her life. When she continuously talks about other men, she's subtly testing whether you'll show jealousy or insecurity. A woman looking for a confident, secure man won't be interested in someone who falls into these traps. The Stoic approach here is invaluable. Don't allow yourself to fall into a pattern of reactive behavior. Don't give her the satisfaction of seeing you flustered, anxious, or jealous. Respond with dignity, self-assurance, and control. The Stoics believed that the path to personal excellence lay in the mastery of self, not in the pursuit of validation from others. If you want to be the man she can't help but admire, then you must show her that you are unshaken by the presence of other men in her life. Now that you understand the nature of this behavior, it's time to ask yourself, what can I do about it? Here's where your Stoic approach must shine. You mustn't cling to her, trying to prove your worth. That would be a mistake. Instead, you must remain composed and allow her to make her own decisions. If she's talking about other men and showing you that she's not interested, don't try to force the issue. The old Stoics would advise you to step back and let things unfold naturally. This doesn't mean you give up, but you must show restraint. The real power lies in your ability to maintain your own integrity. If she is no longer interested in you, walk away with your head held high. Do not chase after her or try to win her over. Instead, focus on improving yourself. Embrace the Stoic rules that teach you to cultivate your inner strength, self-worth, and character. If she doesn't see that, someone else will. So when a woman talks about other men, do not fret or overreact. The Stoics would encourage you to view the situation objectively, to accept it without judgment, and to continue on your path with confidence. This is not a rejection of your worth, but rather a recognition of her emotional disinterest. Keep your composure, embrace the Stoic wisdom, and move forward with grace and self-assurance. You must realize this truth. If a woman is truly interested in you, she won't talk about other men. When she does, it's a loud, clear signal that she's not the one for you. And that, my friend, is the Stoic truth you must internalize. 6. She doesn't ask you questions. If a woman is truly interested in you, she will ask you questions. It's that simple. When a woman engages you in conversation with genuine curiosity, it's a sign of her interest. She wants to understand you, your thoughts, your values, your life. But when she doesn't ask questions, when she shows no curiosity about who you are, that's a clear indication that she's not invested. And here's the truth. If a woman doesn't care enough to ask, she doesn't care enough, period. Don't waste your energy on someone who isn't willing to understand you. Life is too short, and your time is too valuable to be spent chasing someone who doesn't value your story. Remember what Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, said. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The same applies here. Stop wanting approval from someone who isn't genuinely interested in you. Understand the signals. Stoicism teaches us to be clear-sighted and rational about relationships. Don't let emotional fog cloud your judgment. When a woman doesn't ask you questions, she's not interested in building a meaningful connection. That's the hard truth, and it's time you accept it. Do not waste time analysing her behaviour, hoping for change. Move forward with confidence. You are a man who values his worth and has standards. If a woman doesn't ask you questions, she's not offering you anything valuable. It's not about playing games. It's about recognising what is real and what isn't. If she's not curious about your life, don't keep chasing her. Walk away with your head held high. One thing Stoicism teaches us is the importance of recognizing what we can control. You cannot control how someone feels, but you can control your response. The right woman will show you through her actions that she cares. She will ask questions, seek to understand your thoughts, your ambitions, your experiences. She will care about the things that matter to you. If she doesn't, then it's simple. She doesn't care about you. Move forward. Stoicism teaches us that understanding the truth is liberating. There's a power in being aware of these signals, in having the self-respect to walk away from anything less than what you deserve. This isn't about bitterness or defeat. It's about mastery. You are mastering your life, mastering your choices. When you begin to recognize these signs and act on them decisively, you are practicing the principles of Stoicism. You are aligning yourself with your purpose. Do not waste another minute on someone who doesn't care to understand you. It's that straightforward. Remember, Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Don't let her lack of curiosity control your emotions. Rise above it. Master your life, your choices, your interactions. Make the decision today to never settle for less than what you deserve. No more wasting time, no more emotional confusion. Step into your power. You know what it takes to win. It's about being clear, focused, and determined. She doesn't ask you questions? Then she's not the one for you. Move forward with strength, confidence, and purpose. You deserve nothing less. That is how you win. In conclusion, make this your mantra. You are a man of value. Never settle for a woman who doesn't ask you questions. Recognize the signs, trust your judgment, and act with confidence. Epictetus taught us to know our worth, to control our reactions, and to take charge of our destiny. Stoicism teaches us to win, and in relationships, this is no different. When a woman doesn't ask, it's clear. She's not interested. Walk away and move towards what you truly deserve. The world is full of opportunities. Don't waste them on someone who doesn't value you. If this message spoke to your heart today, leave a comment about faith. I am a high-value man. 7. She keeps you a secret. When a woman is truly interested in you, she doesn't hide it. Let's break that down clearly. If she's keeping you a secret, it's time to wake up. The truth, rooted in Old Stoic wisdom, is simple. You're not some optional figure in her life. You're either part of it or you're not. A woman who's invested in you will want the world to know. She may not be posting every moment of your relationship on social media or shouting your name from the rooftops, but she will make it known in more subtle ways. The way she speaks about you, the way she makes you a part of her plans, the ease with which she integrates you into her life, that's the sign of someone who values you. Now, don't fool yourself into thinking her silence is just a phase. Don't be the man who insists on excuses, waiting for her to come around. The Stoic principles teach us that a man should not beg for love, time, or attention. And that's exactly what you're doing if you're sticking around hoping things will change. Stop clinging to what could be and start accepting what is. The truth is always in plain sight. If a woman's actions make you question her interest, trust me, you already have your answer. She's not that into you. Understand this. You are a man, not a backup plan. No one, especially not a woman who truly respects you, should make you feel like you're a second choice. If she's not stepping up and showing you she values you, don't waste another second. Move on with dignity. The Stoic mindset, with its iron mind, teaches us that clarity is power. A man of strength and purpose doesn't chase after what is uncertain or ambiguous. He doesn't waste time guessing or waiting. He moves with intention, and he recognizes when something doesn't serve him. Be that man. The right woman will never make you question your place in her life. She won't keep you as a secret or treat you like an afterthought. She'll make sure you know your worth in her world, because that's the kind of bond that's rooted in mutual respect. Don't settle for anything less. The Old Stoic wisdom insists that you build your life around strength, not uncertainty. So don't let yourself be fooled into thinking that uncertainty is a sign of love. It's a sign of indecision. And indecision is not what you want to be part of. Be clear, be decisive. And above all, keep your dignity intact. Remember, you deserve a woman who makes it clear you're part of her world. No secrets, no ambiguity. That's what you need to focus on. And anything less is simply not worth your time. So take a step back, recognize what's really happening, and make the choice to move forward with wisdom. With an iron mind and a steady heart, you will never settle for anything less than a relationship built on clarity and mutual respect. And that is what true strength is all about. 8. She gives vague responses about the future. You've probably heard the phrase, actions speak louder than words. But sometimes it's the lack of words and the absence of action that says it all. When a woman isn't interested in you, she'll make sure to keep you in a perpetual state of uncertainty, especially about the future. You'll find yourself hearing the same tired lines, maybe sometime, or we'll see. These half-hearted responses should serve as your warning signal. Let me be clear. If she's not making specific plans to see you again, then she's not interested in seeing you again. Don't read into it. Don't convince yourself that you'll win her over with persistence. It's simple. No commitment, no future. The Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that you must invest only in what can truly bring value to your life. The obstacle is the way, said Marcus Aurelius, which means that even the vague responses you receive from her are part of the larger picture. They aren't something to overlook, and they shouldn't be something you chase. The Stoic principles encourage us to focus our energy on the things we can control, and this situation is clearly outside of your control. She's either not interested enough to prioritize you, or she's letting you down gently because she's not ready to confront the truth. Both are clear signs that it's time to move on. This kind of situation is a textbook example of the Stoic rules of acceptance. Instead of over-analyzing the situation and over-investing emotionally, you must recognize that her vague answers are a reflection of her true feelings. Don't waste your time on maybes and we'll see. The Stoic approach demands clarity in relationships. If she isn't expressing any clear intention to meet again, why hold on to something that's already slipping away? Be resolute, move on, and turn your attention to where it can be truly appreciated. You must ask yourself, why would you want to be involved with someone who refuses to commit to even the smallest plans? That is the core of the problem. You deserve someone who's excited about the future with you, someone who wants to build something real. The idea of vagueness in the future should not be seen as a challenge for you to resolve, but rather a boundary to respect. You're better off investing your time and energy where it's wanted, not in a constant cycle of hoping and waiting. When a woman is genuinely interested, she'll make sure you know it. The key difference is in how she talks about the future. She'll say something specific like, "I'd love to see you next weekend," or "Let's plan for that concert next month." She'll give you a date, a time, a plan. Why? Because her actions align with her words. She's emotionally invested, and she's not afraid to make plans that solidify the future between you two. She'll be direct, and her excitement will be palpable. On the other hand, if all you're hearing are vague and evasive comments, there's no need to keep chasing. Stoic wisdom calls for an acknowledgement of the present moment and the things that matter now. That is, the lack of clear communication from her is a direct reflection of the reality of her feelings. Don't chase shadows, pursue the tangible. The Old Stoic teaches us to be in control of our reactions. Don't let her vagueness control you or keep you trapped in a cycle of hope. You are stronger than that. It's time to take action. You must stop making excuses for her behavior. Don't allow her indecision to take up your emotional space. Remember, the Stoic rule is all about focusing on what you can control, and that is your response to this situation. You can control your emotions, your decisions, and your direction forward. And let me be clear. Investing in a future with someone who can't commit to even a simple plan is not worth your energy. So, what do you do when she gives vague responses about the future? Take a page from the Stoic rulebook, recognize it for what it is, accept it, and then move forward. There's no need for drama or emotional turmoil. Your future is not defined by her inability to commit. Your future is yours to create, and the Old Stoic wisdom guides you to be intentional about where you focus your time and energy. Don't wait around for the answers that may never come. Be decisive, be clear, and above all, be self-aware. A woman who is truly interested in you will give you the clarity you deserve. Don't settle for anything less. Take control of your destiny. All right, that wraps up today's video. If you found this valuable, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with anyone who might benefit, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support means a lot and helps me create more content like this. I'd love to hear what you think, whether you agree, disagree, or just want to share your thoughts. Feel free to drop a comment below, and let's get the conversation going. I always appreciate your feedback. Thanks for watching. And remember, understanding the wisdom of the past can guide us to a better understanding of the present. Stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.